Hello and welcome to today's intention. Everybody had a beautiful Easter weekend and we're starting another new week, really getting into spring. Let's keep that beautiful joy energy up and high. So if you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to take a journey of creating reality together. So if you could find a place to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be really good. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I just want you to let everything go. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And with the next breath in, I want you to fill your belly up as full as you can. And this time, when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, I'd like you to just let go of everything, even the sound that comes from you. Just really let everything go. Ah, good. Now we're going to pay some attention to our bodies. Make sure they're good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most wonderfully loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. If you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. We feel everything relax. And as we touch upon each body part or area, I want you just to allow it to revert back to its natural blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, only a beautifully flowing vitality and health. We move into the upper legs, buttocks, the hips, pelvic area. We feel everything loosen. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring our attention to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything that you're finding there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Moving down into the jaw, we allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into this pool of perfect relaxation. And we see if we can get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch right now and just chillax while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us with this. And we'll call upon the element of fire. First of all, it's a beautiful tool for this work as it naturally burns up anything that we no longer need or serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we can see the sun as the element of fire for now. Maybe envision yourself standing in full sunlight. You're feeling the heat radiating on your skin, and maybe you're sensing the light right through your eyelids. Then we call upon the element of water, another beautiful tool for this job. With the thoughts, as water naturally retains memory in every drop. And so perhaps we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the splash and the coolness of the water, feeling the pull of the current against us. And we just watch and observe as all of our old negative habits, patterns, and traumas simply detach and simply float downstream. Then we'll call in the element of air, sort of feeling the breeze or the wind against our skin, maybe raising a few goosebumps. And the air's specialty with its current is to move out all of our stories that we tell ourselves, all of our limitations and our stories, leaving behind only the shining truth. And finally, we'll call in the earth element with her magnetic properties to attract to her and stick to her any heaviness or burdens that we're still carrying. Trusting in her to transform their energies into something higher vibrational, maybe akin to a seed sprouting to new life. And if you're finding that your thoughts are taking you away on these wild rides, as soon as you realize it, I want you to gently, gently bring yourself back to your breath, back to this present moment and what we're doing. Sometimes it's just a practice of continually bringing ourselves back. And then eventually we'll find we're able to stay in this place of peace and possibility in this present moment, this generous present moment, much longer. Now we're going to take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. And I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you're gliding down the staircase. When you reach the bottom and you're at the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I want you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP, backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow, golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now to experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. Now everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience that right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that light flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of this at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the first things you might notice when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And on every level, at some point, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe. They are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie. Slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of unimaginable power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. So I want you to right now to envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now being completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body balanced, your mental body full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're these amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies, and anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. And we just want you to sit in this vitality right now. Feel what it's like to be in this perfection of health. And now that you're experiencing that vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then extend it out a bit further to include your community, then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. It's just a matter of focusing our intention, sending those frequencies out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us was seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt before in our lives. Or perhaps it's that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. Now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I want you to envision this all as already happened. It's done. So say we all. I'm seeing all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we are doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this wonderful life together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in art, in playing. I'm seeing us all at this huge outdoor music festival. Everyone simply rejoicing, feeling all the relationships healing. There's nothing that can heal so well as voices together in harmony. Walking down the street in my reality and seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's truly magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this. Everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody's feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then, heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. It all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody is on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to be transformed in the atmosphere above us. The higher vibrational resonance that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. And sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, if you're out for a picnic with your family, watching their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, maybe you're bombing down the mountain on your skis for the last skis of the year, or perhaps you're walking through the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd like you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty. Just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. I'd just like to touch on a little gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this amazing life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and love, healing energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take your entire reality that you've just created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, crackling with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy ball and send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light, healing energy. Good. I can just feel the concentric rings of energy circling the planet, blanketing us in these frequencies of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies now. Maybe shift your limbs around too. Really come back in. Be present. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on demand anytime, all the time. And we become these natural walking, talking transmitters of high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way. So thank you, exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you for joining me in these, whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing this for a while and you're very familiar with building this entire universe for yourself, I want you to try to incorporate it into your life in the single conscious breaths. Anytime you get a couple of seconds here and there, you're brushing your teeth, cooking supper, when you're standing in line. And just notice, have fun with it, play with it. Notice what happens over the next few weeks as you incorporate this into your life. Notice what synchronicities happen. Notice what kind of shifts might be occurring for you. Okay, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the next intention.